Hi everyone, there is no intro today. I didn't take it because I wasn't planning on filming. But alas, when I walked into this Ross location, I was surrounded by Christmas decor, so I couldn't not record. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing because it's still October, yet you go into the stores and they are already putting Christmas in our faces. Don't get me wrong, I love it, but I don't know, I would prefer it to start November 1st. Let's give Halloween its due justice, but I guess since Halloween now starts in August, it only makes sense to start bringing out Christmas in October. I will note that this was definitely an off day for me to go shopping. One, it was past the afternoon, which I'm usually a morning shopper, and two, it turns out all the kids were all from school. I don't know why. Needless to say, the store was a lot busier than I was used to, so I was trying to be low-key with my recording as to not get into anyone else's way. Don't mind me going back and forth with these salt and pepper shakers because I was debating, one, they're cute just as is, but I was like, oh, I can turn these into little gingerbread houses and they would be absolutely adorable and we get to make a video out of it. But I am about to burst your bubble because I did end up eventually putting them back because I found better salt and pepper shakers. You'll have to wait till the end to see it. For any of you who have been following my channel for quite some time now, you know I love gingerbread themed anything. If any of you have one of those stores called At Home nearby you, supposedly from what I've seen, they have gingerbread on gingerbread on gingerbread themed stuff. I do think they are more on the expensive side. The closest store I have to me is probably about a 35-40 minute drive. I just can't justify it. So to me, I much rather go to Ross and Marshalls and TJ Maxx and kind of see what they have. The items are always changing. So what they have this time around, go back in a week or two and everything can be completely different. Shoot, I could probably leave this Ross, drive 5 minutes down the road to a different Ross, and they would probably have all new stuff that this location didn't have. Now that I'm thinking about it, I do think At Home has an online website, but when you see the prices of their items compared to the prices that you can get at stores like Ross and TJ Maxx and Marshalls, in my head, there's just no comparison. I much rather have my $20 go twice as far for the same items. Even if one could argue that the quality is better at places like At Home or Macy's, I'm sorry, I think Ross's quality is pretty good to me. And if it's just because it's last season or whatever, none of that stuff bothers me. I don't care. Your old is my new, let me buy it. This tree is stunning. I almost wish I had like a gold crystal theme because I totally would get this. However, a more chaotic Christmas, so that would just be too elegant for me. And to whomever buys this $180 letters to Santa thing, I would love to meet you and see what you do with this. Totally awesome, but ginormous. Isn't it crazy to think how far Christmas decorations have come? I mean, literally think about it. When I was a child, I remember my highlight was at my parents' house. They had these, now that I think about it, scary animatronic. Is that the word? Am I saying that correctly? Correct me if you're wrong. Put the word, how you say animatronic? I don't know. But they had those dolls that would move and they kind of look like puppets, like wooden puppets, Pinocchio style, that were elves. And so you had like one that was Santa and one that had like a rolling pin, and they would just do ever so slight movements and then go back to their original stance and do that on repeat. And I thought that was the coolest thing ever. But nowadays you have Christmas lights that dance to music that everybody walking can hear. You have a whole concert going outside of your house, or you have 24-foot tall snowmen, Santa Claus, whatever it is, the bigger the better. I can't imagine what Christmas decorations will look like 20 years from now. I can't imagine them getting better, but I'm sure we thought the same thing 20 years ago. All right, and it looks like I have come to the end of my Ross adventure, so I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna show you all the little goodies that I got from today. Now that I'm back home, let me unpack everything that I got from Ross and show you guys what I got. I have more bags off to the side, but because this is breakable, I don't want to risk tossing it around. So even though I was primarily looking at Christmas stuff, I did pass some Halloween stuff that was on sale. Let me try not to break him. And I'll zoom out. One-handed. There we go. How cute is he? He's a little devil dog. That cracks me up. So his head does come off. Oh, look. Didn't even notice that was in there. He's got his little head. I'm assuming this is like a golden retriever, just so I can show you his body all around. Guess how much this was? $3.50. It says original price was $4.99. I don't know what the compare to price would be, because you know how usually if it's $14.99, it probably was like 20 bucks maybe. Yep. So originally wherever this came from was $21, got shipped to Ross, then was $15. Got it for $4. You better believe all these treats are gonna be in there for my puppies. All right, let me put him off to the side. This is another thing that I picked up from the Halloween section, and it is a banner that says beware. And I only paid $2 for this, originally $5.99, so I won't go peeling off that price. We'll assume it was probably $8 somewhere else. So on the banner, we got Oogie Boogie. That looks like the Loungefly backpack I have, so that's pretty hysterical. We have Jack, and then obviously the words beware. And then on the end, we have Zero and Sally. That's not bad for a banner I can use every year. I'm not complaining about that at all. But yeah, I'm thoroughly happy with that. So let's put that to the pile. I saw these and had to get them. I don't know what's with me and gingerbread this year, but I'm just living for it. So $5.99 for a pack of 4. This feels like great quality. I've never had issues with placemats from Ross, TJ Maxx, Marshalls. They're far better quality than the ones that you'll get for more expensive. You'll pay this price per each one at Kohl's, and they're like dollar store quality. These are amazing. So I do have a round glass table that technically usually you put like a round placemat with. However, they are getting these gingerbread mats. And it says Santa stop here, 10 out of 10. Next up is this oversized 60 inches by 70 Miami Dolphins NFL blanket. I paid 20 bucks compared to 45, and just like the tag says, it is super soft. I did get this. This will be a Christmas present for my boyfriend. Luckily, he doesn't watch my videos, so we don't have to worry about any spoiler alerts. It looks like it's reversible, so on the back side it will be the logo repeated, and the front side will be predominantly that blue with the dolphin right in the middle. I picked up this nutcracker. Honestly, out of all the Christmas decorations I have, I don't think I own a nutcracker. And I had to pick him up because he's gingerbread themed. Whoever comes into my house are gonna be like, woof, that is way too much gingerbread. Last year I kept the gingerbread decorations just to our bedroom. I made like that whole tree and that setup in there. But now that, oh my goodness, I can be a ventriloquist. But now that I have so many gingerbread stuff, my whole house is gonna be consumed in gingerbread. So just call us the gingerbread house from now on. All right, I'll stop, sorry. But look, he's got peppermints on his feet. He's got little gingerbread decorations going up his legs and on his coat, holding a candy cane. He's even holding a gingerbread house. I will restrain myself from like painting this because I'm sure I could add some goodies all over the place, and including that house, and make it more pizzazz. But I'm just gonna leave him as is, at least for now. I will never use him to crush walnuts, or I think that's the nuts that they crush in these things, right? Do people still do that, or is that an old thing? Or is it chestnuts? Is it walnuts or is it chestnuts? I don't know. Next up, I got this Christmas cookie deliciousness tree decoration. I have to be careful because look, the glitter comes off. I held it against my t-shirt in the store and my black shirt went to a glittery winter wonderland. But this literally looks good enough to eat. There was 2 in this size and 1 in that larger size. I think the larger size was 20 bucks. This is only 13 bucks. I did really like the large one, but I mean, it was covered. Look, doesn't that look like, it's hard to tell on the camera, but it looks like cookie texture just because of all the sprinkles, all the sparkles. I love the big one, but, and it would look really nice, but it was covered in sparkle. I mean, like the red didn't look red. It almost looked like a dusted red, if that makes sense. So I don't know what happened to their, look at that cream at the bottom. Oh my goodness. This literally looks good enough to eat. But yeah, the big one, it was just too dusted. That's my justification for not purchasing it. But now that I'm looking at this through the camera, I'm like, oh, this is stunning. And I don't think I said how much he was. $9.99 for anybody who's interested. They are about the same size, so I'll put them off to the camera, off to the side. And the very last thing I got, I originally had the house salt and pepper shakers, and I was gonna make them into gingerbread houses. But then at the back of the store, I saw these in the kitchen department, and I'm like, oh, come on now, that is too stinking cute. Stop. It's the little things in life that make me happy. I mean, could you imagine, like, oh, will you pass the pepper? Oh, here you go. Achoo, choo, 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 choo. That is stinking adorable. I think they were $5, right? Let me look. Yep, $5. I mean, anywhere else, comparative, $7. Even $7 isn't bad. $5. I love it. All right, so here is just some of the stuff I got from today. I left that tree off just because I really don't want glitter getting all over this blanket, as well as I left off the placemats and the blanket. You get the gist of it. Let's check out what my total was for today. So for all of those items, including that full price NFL blanket, that was $20, I paid $63 for all of this. I don't think that's bad. Again, most of the stuff is off the camera too. Let me know what your favorite item was from this video. If I had to choose mine, I think it's that Christmas cookie tree. I think that was my favorite. Maybe he might be my second. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with me today. If you want, feel free to like and subscribe. And until next time, bye, friends.